Adventure time! Adventure time! Punishment! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Stand with me! Out of my way! Oh, sorry. Further trouble. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Looks like overtime today. Lights out. You can't run. Off we go!
Seems wherever we find an
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just the connection between the Abyss Order and the Root. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out.
branches? Roots?
Both originate from an ancient nation.
Huh? Conria? Really? The Abyss Order and... Oh. Speaking of... Oh! Right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Conria was... Huh? You have memories of being there. But then...
Is that so? Well, everyone has the... But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you...
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being a...
It seems your sister woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Conria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave.
The destruction of Conria? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's... It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed...
Huh. So your sister must...
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path.
Oh, Paimon knows this part.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another... But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tamat, you are able to guess...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been... Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria, so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7.
I probably know more about Conria than both. Conria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented
A nation?
Later events unfolded just as you remember.
You mean me.
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you.
Our bond is strong. Off we go. Stand with me.
Over there! It's more. Dane was just saying how. So,
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. These Ruin Guards were known as field
field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a. The land is not to be tilled with.
Fought for with steel and blood.
After the destruction of Kanria, they wandered aimlessly over, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time.
Well, that sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those deep, but no matter their past, all that remains of the.
Let's light it up. Yeah.
Illusion shattered, torn to oblivion.
Teamwork is strength. Punishment. I'll settle this.
Now you shall perish. There is no escape.
Judgment.
Shine down.
Huh? This abyss.
This talisman, perhaps it really does
But Paimon can't.
engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring
What? Is that?
Loom of fate. The abyss, seem to be carrying out a large It seems like they are.
Loom of fate? What's that? Is it literally a. From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting. So, Dane.
I'm reading it now.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics, though you may not have been aware of it at the time. You were thwarted.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time, will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic?
No. From the content, they won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also.
Is that so? Wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Kanria. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out. The talisman's message states that they will use, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually.
The eye of the very first field?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated.
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine throne.
Oh boy. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the start? Yeah! That tone-deaf bard is...
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let's get...
Saya akan transport. Oh.
A huge statue. A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mott, but how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return.
As long as the gods have a...
Shh! We're about to enter the and actually the...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, when a non-believer steps onto holy... I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that. Well...
Okay, then we'll just go...
I should warn you about one thing. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. Also, meddling in the affair...
Stand with me. Dissipate.
Honorary knight. But I should first make it clear.
It seems she hasn't real... Oh, we're here to ask some questions. Of course you wouldn't know anything.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect. A long time ago, there wasn't nearly every member of the church joined this in the church's records, as you might have. Of course.
Nothing? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we...
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other
The Tyrant's final...
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed many, many years ago. There was a time when balls of
fire raining...
people at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the goddess. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can never...
Oh, Rosaria!
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the...
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolven. Could it be that the Abyss Order is Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom.
Then I will...
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue...
But you're also a member of...
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hit.
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the animal...
Anyone?
Our bond is strong.
see. This could very well have something to do with it.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway?
No, that's not. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, today, it is just his. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andrea.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Out of my way!
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Tamat.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because I cannot possibly agree with his action. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but you shouldn't place too much trust in them. Even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Lest I repeat, I will tell you.
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business.
What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also, at the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Chi! Rosaria told us that you came...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom. Rosaria told me that But the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection?
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Devalen.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you... Okay, be careful.
Vice.
Off we go! Let's light it up!
Our bond is strong! You can't run!
Shit. Shit.
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You not welcome here.
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your... If you serve us, we can restore...
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no! Is this the...
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many... Bow before the abyss!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Judgment! Lights out.
Dissipate! I'll settle this! you shall perish! Shine down! Stand with me! Take care of the gang! Inazuma shines eternal! The world will fall! Judgment! Punishment! The world will fall! Everybody stand back! Ow! Dissipate!
Ini kan tadi.
Judgment! There is no escape! Excellent!
Shall rise once again. How does an old spirit have such no matter. This is but a...
It disappeared?
Thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal. I am a but still.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But I too didn't.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's...
Thank you. In the you smelled.
No, we heard about the danger. Besides coming to help, we actually have... excuse us?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of human. It entered into my proving ground, but it could not think. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of...
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first...
missiles. I do... It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot...
Fireballs? Anyway, this pretty much proves it sounds like the first, but in this story, it was...
Don't know.
Yes, you were a big... We need to keep investigating.
Yes, I smell. You too.
Well, there was some good intel. Quick, let's... Dang, there you are!
I saw her, but purposely. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, if I'm not careful, one day I may find myself. But back to the matter at hand. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure...
Huh? Really?
That information combined with, for example, the old story you told me you heard. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. After it was damaged in the fight with the wolf, then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of mist. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruins.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw...
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no... Let me give it a try. And done. The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of...
Prototype? Paimon.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure, no matter where we may hide it, they will find it.
Oh.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves.
Destroy it? Well...
Do the Seven really expect me to? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the invert. I'll make sure it doesn't get away.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Tamat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go. And remember to be on your guard.
Yeah.
Stand with me. Our bond is strong.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark.
Oh,
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of...
You are just as vexatious as ever, Danesley. I sense your soul is stained. Oh, and something then we are the same. We're both...
It is your words that forever reek of Time to silence you!
Oh wait. It is.
Off we go. Judgment. Dissipate. Illusion shattered. Let's light it up. Our bond is strong. Shine down. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. Transcend all constraints. Our bond is strong. Absurd. Judgment. Insolent. Absurd. Dissipate. Shiver. Our bond is strong. Lightning. Sorry. You can't run. Illusion shattered. Detached from the war. Take care of
Yeah.
the king.
See.
We go. Judgment. Yeah. Yeah.
Will perish the abyss. Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the... Yours?
Ether. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your sister?
Lumine.
What?
You shouldn't team up with this. He is my...
Lumine.
But it must be said. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the fight. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect.
You're saying Dane is from Khan, and you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but, and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's...
Home. Yes. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. That's right. At least now, as well as the 7, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty... Oh! First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess. It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to... Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be that she wants to destroy the 7 and the 7 nations? Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into... So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy. But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane... Also, how come... After all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss. What's up with that? Yeah, then we can't let ourselves... Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, come on, traveler. Let's go.
Wah, parah ya. Itu penduduknya dia. Kembali hidup. Wow. Wah, kayaknya selesai nih. Lihat. Keliru. Ini dong berarti. Ya, bisa dong. Oh.
Off we go.
Kita ke Archon dulu. Archon statue. Buka domain nggak ya? Nggak usah dulu jadi. Kita kesini dulu guys.
Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both and when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Then Paimon, although, where should we go next? Oh, you mean the god that took your... You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon's... Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to... Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Let's see what she has to...
Ask like Inazuma.
Stand with me.
Masih banyak kan? Oke, nasi itu kita lagi poin. Zone
Hello. Oh, I mean, is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why.
Great! We came to the...
But the chance of success?
Incredible.
It was in leaving Inazuma that all I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together after I'd escaped their clutches. I floated on the open ocean, but to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth.
What a horrible journey! And you said...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission...
Kanjo
Korea
Commission?
Utara.
What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, it doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. But if you really are set on going...
The raft ideas...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group.
You're right! Paimon's sure beta of all people, but Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the...
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet.
Then there's no time to look...
Kita cari bayi dulu.
Stand with me.
Mana bayi dulu? Waduh. Oh ya, kita kan pakai kaya kan, jadi itu buat kapangan bayi.
Oh, I'm looking. Cool it. Freeze. Dodge this.
One.
Freeze. Cool it. Dodge this.
Ya, ya. Ramai. Bisa loh, tenang. Lapangannya. Kalau Siapa sih? Namanya Kazu.
Oh, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and...
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest...
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet.
You're not far off, but they go by a different... I prefer... This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be
No, I can't argue with that.
Only if the mood takes me, of course.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also...
I thought you might be here to sign. The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch. And with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament. Now that...
But we didn't...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested. Get this. It's a map.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament...
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well...
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, so if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in...
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to...
You just want him to...
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better...
What are we gonna do?
Great. Then let's get you signed.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before...
Sini.
Our bond is strong.
Adventure time.
I hear you've got a job for me.
Off we go.
Hah? Oh dia dua kali. Nah. Hey.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned. Hi there, are you here?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat, but this tournament is more than just a chance.
Exactly.
This master of you.
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are... You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded... He's got to be a grand master to the Ling Shan clan.
Force dispersal.
It's a type of breathing, for example.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the...
It sure is.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or are we...
There's a tuition?
Of course. This is a grand master...
But here we are. Recently, though, we heard...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too...
Well, we have...
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could
See you in the...
Hello?
You bet I am. Have you put your names? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria. The Clash is a comprehensive test of... Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, we are...
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit.
Uh-huh.
What? You... Nonsense. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of dark. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2-1, but I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I...
Uh-huh. But for us, even for our...
I'll see you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. If so...
So, you're also here?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Jadi pahlawan.
No. It's not about what I want to do. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating. You don't mince. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in act.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu.
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Champion. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer? I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that... Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later. I trust you are aware that only those without visions... Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are...
Yep. He still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself, it's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
But
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm Terror, Dvalin, and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Whoa!
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw. Okay, that's plenty. Actually, right, your registration. A great hero such as yourself can surely...
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take...
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract...
But why would anyone want to go... I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so... Paimon, even though you don't have... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your help. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty... Alright, it should...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please...
competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout
Oh, ini
begins now.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Bagian itu ngejalan satu kapal lagi.
I knew. So, what do you think, Kaz?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, so come on. We all know.
All right. Let me think how to. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how. Well, since everyone's. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. So, I'm putting you.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her. Besides, at your level, you.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. We're finally here, folks. The real show is.
The captain, your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you very well.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make
Relax, my guy's at the
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. Pretty good. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right. For a moment there, if you had a vision, you definitely.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid, but mine? I lost interest eventually. I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't
No, I didn't. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Wow.
If you have the chance in the future.
By the way, do you...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. So don't get too...
Oke, siap-siap. Yang itu.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can...
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match.
Ya, itu jelas.
Off we go.
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept, "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not... Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy... I don't dare tell my master about this. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this.
Oh, all right then.
Thanks,
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard.
He's right. But I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals are. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior. What's the matter?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land...
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial tricks. I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have given your talents a few...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending...
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of... Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from the... Come with me.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Ya ampun, saya dibawa kemana-mana.
Adventure time! Off we go! Off we go!
Now that we're alone, let me cut to... You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of... If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations. When I talk about that which since a young age I have been attuned to the tide, it is things of this nature that I also hear from within you.
As crazy as all that sounds...
My humble abilities are negligible. To think a human could wield the element, and not to mention your incredibly...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along... Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the god. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let... Oh, pay no attention to me.
There is no escape! Judgment! Dissipate! Everybody stand back! What a nuisance! Punishment! Our bond is strong! Out of my way! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Let's light it up! Dissipate! There is no escape! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Judgment! Our bond is strong!
Your Your skills in battle are true. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining he relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your...
I desire to know what meaning and what influences the gods. My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer any questions you may have. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons have, not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a...
She sounds less like an archon and more like a...
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not...
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will... If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to the time for your...
Oh, right! We got so distracted...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Ya está. Langsung aja.
Why isn't he? Never mind. We can start by making... Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax. We've seen many exciting battles. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even... Wow! I'm sure everyone witnessed him. But today's final... As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? Apologies! Everyone just sit tight.
Aduh.
They've got no other choice. If he doesn't...
Wait a moment. Captain Beto, perhaps we should... Traveler.
Jadi
Let me see. That's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody...
We don't know when it was taken.
No need to worry. Even... The vision was the prize that I had offered.
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try to offer some...
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I consent.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why...
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Ya. Oh.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Rain down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Picked the wrong tether.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to—
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate—
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too new. In other words...
You...
But most disappointing of all is it appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire.
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register—
Aha! So you were supposed to—
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance.